This got to be years old, tangled up like that.
No, mine's one that's on the right side.
I can flip it over.
Yeah, but I know which one's mine. Because you're number 1.
I'm guessing it's ready.
Yep.
And we'd like to welcome everybody here tonight. A special occasion once again. Here's me and Danny able to come out here to Dr. Frank Carter Field here in Nashville, Georgia, to bring you another Rebels baseball game here tonight. It's kind of special, Danny. Well, this is actually a region game for Berrien County. Berrien County will be facing the Brantley County Herons tonight here at Dr. Frank Carter Field, as Josh Brogdon loves to call it, the Dock. We are getting started a few minutes early tonight here on the broadcast. Make sure everybody's got us and make sure that you can hear us live and all out here tonight. We got it's like about 12 minutes before first pitch. And hopefully, let me see if they did come in. Yes, they did. And I have your starting lineup here. And we'll save some of it for tonight. But, Danny, as we alluded to a while ago, sitting here getting all the equipment set up, wondering who the starting pitcher tonight was going to be. Tonight, the starting pitcher is going to be number 5, Austin Coursey, for the Rebels. We can touch a little bit here. Austin, I believe Berrien is 1-5 in region. They drew a tough card here in the first early openings of the region. You drew the probably the number 1, number 2, number 3 team in the state at Jeff Davis, to start your region playoffs or region play.
Well, it could be a good thing. Could get the cobwebs out, see what you're up against. It could make you better. I mean, you know what you're up against then.
Yeah.
So.
And then after that, we seen our yearly nemesis that we've always played in baseball. It's always been tough games, Danny. You know that as well as I do. We had our second opponent here in region was the Fitzgerald Purple Hurricane, and Danny's first game did not go our way. I think the final score was 12-3. The ball didn't bounce our way that night. But on the second game of the series, Thursday night, we traveled to Fitzgerald, and actually Austin Coursey was, I believe, as I've been told, I did not go to the game, was the winning pitcher over there that night. Berrien beat Fitzgerald in Fitzgerald 5-3, and then Friday night they come back here for the 3-game, the
finale.
Yeah, the finale, the rubber game as it would be called here, and a real good game. I come out and watched it. Me and Danny tried to get together to broadcast that game for you. I wasn't able to do it, but it was a great game that we missed. Berrien County lost 2-1 on a game was tied 1-1 going into the top of the 7th. And Fitzgerald managed to push a run across right in the top of the 7th. And Berrien County actually put, I think, it's either first and second with 1 out or bases loaded with 1 out, and wasn't able to get the tying run in. So, but it was a very good game, very competitive game. I was proud of the boys. So.
Yeah, and we're trying something new tonight, guys. I'm actually going to be running the camera, trying to do the ball strikes, putting the runs up. It's a different app that Taylor's put on here, and we're going to give it a run. If I mess up a little bit, forgive me. But I'm bad about getting caught up in the game and watching it more than I am dictating the game. So, text me, holler at me, whatever you got to do. But I'm sure Scotty will get on me, fire me, or whatever if I don't do it right.
I don't know about the firing you, Danny.
But we're gonna give it a try. I really like the concept. If I could, lets you guys at home. You can see. It tells you we're gonna tell you, but still it'll show you what how many men's on base, how many outs, because where we're at, we cannot get the scoreboard, a scoreboard shot. So this is the best way to do it. So Taylor thought of it as usual. He's he is the leader, the fearless leader. So he come up with that, and I think it's a real good concept. So we're gonna give it a good try, and if I mess it up, it's my fault. So, but anyway,
do we dare call him the brains of the outfit?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that
Scotty.
what you do?
He's smarter than we are, Scotty.
Well, still though.
And we're pretty daggum smart, man.
Compared to an amoeba,
yeah,
Patrick the starfish, maybe.
Yeah, an atom.
Yeah, there you go. So, Uh, but anyway, hopefully Danny can figure this thing out. I think he can. When I showed it to him, here you go. I told Danny, I said, Danny, I don't know if I could do this, so I'm going to show it to you. Taylor said it's real easy to do.
We'll
So
see.
yeah, we'll see. So I know my blind self couldn't do it. So
And that's the only problem, guys. I got a screen the size of maybe a flip phone, the one side of a flip phone to look at. And that's the only way I can do it. But actually, it's very clear that way. Probably more clear than the whole screen, but we'll see.
yeah, so this will be, like I say, we're just trying stuff out here with this new setup and everything else. So hopefully this goes good. Just everybody remember, from especially anything right in front of us, and the outfield shots are a little tough. We started to take and get up in the football stands and see if we couldn't get a little better shot from there. But I really do like this view right here, the pitcher and the batter and the catcher. I think it's a real good view. So we're gonna go with that again and see how it works out. So, but I tell you what I can do here is they are at the plate. Let's swapping lineup cards. We got about 7 minutes here before they start. But what I can do is I can go ahead and give you the Berrien County lineup here. Leading off for Berrien County is going to be your first baseman. That's Colby Smith. Batting second. Let me make sure I get the positions right because I did not write these down. Where are they at? There they are. Batting second, playing, looks like shortstop, is going to be Hoss Holbrook. Batting third, playing left field, is going to be Jeremy Kilpatrick. Your cleanup hitter today is going to be David Kilpatrick, playing center field. Batting fifth is going to be your third baseman, Dustin Kilpatrick. Batting sixth is going to be your DH, which is Jake Barker. He is batting for your pitcher, as I spoke about earlier. His name is Austin Coursey. He's number 5. Batting seventh is your catcher, Connor Nix. Batting eighth, playing right field, is Gary Galarraza. We will affectionately call him New York or Lou all night long. And then batting ninth, and I believe playing second base, yes, batting ninth, playing second base is Paxton Henley. So that is your lineup for your Berrien County Rebels tonight. And y'all bear with me because the sun is awful up here right now, and anything I try to look at with stuff sent to me, I can barely see. So if it takes me a minute to get it out, I'm looking for shade. Now, batting, here you go, Danny. Call them, if you'll call them out, you got the shade, I can write them down. This is Brantley County's lineup.
Okay, batting first, number 8, Colt Thrift, playing second. Batting second, number 12, Caden Hendricks, playing shortstop. Third is 25, Carson Koger, first base. Batting fourth is Clark Carter, catching. Batting fifth is Jackson Rowell, Rowell, center field.
Okay.
Batting sixth, Gavin Grafford, pitching. Seventh is Kent Thomas, playing third. Batting eighth, number 2, Eli Thomas, in right field. And batting ninth, your number 10, Brody Howell, playing left field. You got them?
I got them all. That's a great job there, Danny boy.
Well, I do have the shade side.
Yeah, I know. That is the only bad thing about this out here. Until that sun sets over there in the parking lot, it is a tough look out here. So, and they are, if you can't hear all the way out here, but Josh is giving out the lineups now for the Brantley County Herons, as Danny just did. In a minute, you will see the Berrien County guys start coming out. When they do play the national anthem, me and Danny will stand and take off our headsets. So, and I am going to see if I can put my mic out here and see if everybody can't hear a little bit better. And as everybody likes to say, Danny, let's play some ball.
It's on. We're fixing to see just what I'm made of with this camera, I guess.
And just kind of touch on a little bit now. And everything information I'm fitting to give you now, anybody that has been keeping up with any kind of high school sports understands what I'm fixing to say, but I'm going to say it. All the information we give you out tonight is come off of Max Preps that I've looked at today. So take it all with a grain of salt. It's how it's been reported. If I looked everything right, Brantley County is 0-13 on the year. But, Danny, I believe those 13 games, I think 10 of them were one-run games.
Yeah.
Against some really good teams.
Yeah, none of them were over 4 runs.
No.
That I saw that you were showing me.
Yeah.
Most of them were 1 or 2 runs, so they've played tough. Must have had some tough breaks, but they've been competitive. Still, let's just hope they don't figure it out tonight.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. I know, as you go back and you look at Berrien County's schedule, they're 4-4 in non-region games this year, which is not a bad record to have coming into region right now. The problem right now, they started not with the way they wanted to, 1-5 so far in region, but.
Oh, my bad, Scott.
You're good.
I just wanted to get a little closer to this thing. I think it'll help me out a little bit.
Yeah, Danny just wanted to get closer to me, y'all. That's all it was.
Yeah, right.
But 1-5 started to start the region, Danny. It's not the way you really want to start, but it's a long season. Still got a bunch of games left in region. Got a lot of tough teams left in region also, though. It's one of the good things. You went ahead and you did get the Jeff Davis series out of the way. They kind of see where you're at and then go from there. So, but we still have Thomasville come back in region this year. We still have Bacon County, which everything I've been looking at this year, Bacon County is going to be a real tough squad also. So, let's see if we can't pick up some region wins here tonight. As Coursey starts on the mound here, leading off for Brantley County is Colt Thrift.
This kind of helped me with the balls and strikes.
I'm gonna try.
A little bit.
And everybody, if balls and strikes get behind, we're mainly gonna worry about the score on the board. If y'all see it, that's the main thing we're gonna worry about. And Danny's gonna try balls and strikes and base runners if we can. So first pitch of the game is fouled off, strike 1. And I have to be honest here, Danny. This is the first time I believe I've seen Coursey pitch.
Unfortunately, Scotty, I haven't been able to make it to very many games this year, so.
Yeah, but he's pitching from, ahead in the count here, which I always like.
Oh yeah, he's got him 0-2. What do you see here, Scotty?
Well, I believe he's thrown him 2 straight fastballs. He's been laid on. I believe you climb the ladder here is what I would guess you do.
Yeah, that's what they're trying. Let's see where he's set up. Ooh, not bad.
Yeah.
Good pitch.
Now here, you've seen three fastballs, 3 pitches, 3 fastballs. If you're trying to get out of this inning just throwing fastballs, you might be go back to it. But if not, now will be a good time for a breaking ball.
A little high on the breaking ball.
So,
2-2 count.
2-2. I'm gonna believe that. This is where Berrien County wants it to happen right here on this pitch. And he misses away.
Got him full up.
So full count here to the leadoff batter here as we start this game here. It is a beautiful day here at the dock.
Couldn't be any better. Beautiful.
And I believe he fouled it off his foot. He did. So we'll do it again, start the runners once again. I'd be confused everybody like that, Danny.
Yeah, I'm looking at – you know what I'm going to do, Scotty? If he makes it to first, I think I was going to hit that one. It's backwards. So if I have him on third base in just a minute, guys, I'm sorry. I know they do that in T-ball, but,
Yeah. Well, they're doing it in some Halloween softball tournaments too, Danny.
Yeah.
So your 3-2 pitch, and he
he
strikes
got
him
him.
out. So a great way to start the evening here is, of course, he gets first strikeout of the night. Now batting for the Herons is Hendricks. Lefty batter here. Looks like the defense shifts. Expecting him to pull a little bit. course, he gets a fastball. He's a little late on that one.
Yeah.
So 0-1.
Way behind that.
And Danny, I tell you what, we had that 6 o'clock start the other night, and that sun was a little worse, but that's a ball low. Seemed like it was a little worse that day, but it was already, right there above the trees. It's just bearing down on us today. So.
Well, I'm just glad though we don't have all that wind. I mean, we could barely hear each other talk. Honestly,
yes.
It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
It finally settled, but
so here comes Coursey with a 1-1. And
that's a strike. I thought it was.
Yeah, 1-2. Like I say, it looked good from here. Now, like I say, we're at a different angle out here, so it's hard to tell.
And we can't see, guys. We don't even want to act like we can see. We're blind.
Hey, you know I do umpire, Danny.
Exactly, Scotty.
So 2-2 here.
You're overpaid. I'm telling you that. If that's
All they do is give me hamburgers and Snickers.
Hey.
So 2-2 count here on the number 2 hitter for Brantley County. A little high. Another full count here. Not what Berrien County wanted to see.
So when you umpire, Scotty, they really can't argue with you.
No, because I don't know either.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. So full count and popped up. Looks like it on the infield. Third baseman takes control, and he catches it for it out. So 2 down. Batting third here for Brantley County. I believe you pronounce that Kogar. How'd you pronounce that, Danny? Hold on. Kogar.
I guess like the Kroger, but without the R, it's Kogar.
I waited on the voice up there to pronounce it. He don't ever get it wrong. So 2 down here. And
right down the middle.
So if nothing else, Danny, he started each one off with a strike here. Just not able to finish it off with a couple of pitches. See if he can. 1-0 pitch inside.
Breaking ball just a tad inside.
Excuse me, that 0-1 pitch. I'll get it right eventually. So 1-1 now. A little outside there.
Not bad, though. Not a bad location.
Yeah. Of course, they're now behind 2-1. 2 outs here, top of the first. Must have been just a little outside.
Well, looked pretty good, but like I said, we can't see. He is set up outside, though, a little bit.
Well, I seen Nick's leaning a little bit there, Danny, which, made me wonder. So 3-1 here. And ball 4.
Oh, my goodness, I thought that was it.
A little low, I'm guessing. So did we get it, Danny?
We got it.
You go, big man, you go. So man on first here, 2 outs. Batting fourth now for your Brantley County Herons is Carter. This game right here just seems to be moving a lot slower than that game did the other night, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
Already.
Yeah, that game went quick.
Pickoff move, and he's back easily. So, of course, he sets. Here's your pitch, and a little low. So all of a sudden, of course, he started this game good, Danny, this inning right here good, and all of a sudden looks like he's struggling just a little bit.
All we need is 1.
So, I believe you fouled off of him. 1-1 now on Carter. And Danny, we talked about it on, as we up here getting set up, I surely don't see a lot of people in the stands. And I just remember Brantley County traveling so much better than what I'm seeing, over the years when ours played. Low and inside. Going to be 2-1 now.
Well, Scotty, if Max Preps is right, I mean, and I'm not making fun of or nothing. Don't
No.
take it the wrong way. That may be the reason.
Yeah,
It
it might be a down year for them.
could be just very young,
Yeah. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Everybody has those years. I mean, you have rebuilding years for sure, and
line drive through the 5-6 hole. Base hit there for Brantley County. This fielded clean and got back in, but that is your first hit of the game. And that'll bring up man on first and second. Now that'll bring up Rowell for Brantley County here.
well, at least we got a fourth player here.
Yeah, I only need one here to get out of this. A little bit of trouble here in the first inning. Pitch. Popped up like the second base, like Henley's under it, and he catches it for the third out.
So there you go.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
I think they have, what, one hit?
One hit, one walk, two left. So at the end of the top of the first, it is no score. Berrien County comes to bat next. That was the other thing I'm glad we didn't put you, because I was thinking about putting it over here so we could do the box and all through there. But this works out a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
And Taylor said we come in good, so.
I wish somebody take a screenshot of it and send to us to see, so we can see how it looks on their screen.
Yeah.
I just put the inning up 2 pitches before the end. I didn't see the inning there.
Like I say, this is trial and error for all of us. So.
And I just figured out how to reset it without going all the way back.
Did you?
Where it says reset.
Okay. That's a good spot to look.
But like I said, I couldn't see it. Now, when you do that, are you keeping up with pitches too?
No, I just ball and strikes.
That'd be hard to do.
Well, I mean, I used
That's
to.
hard, but no, I know that, but that's hard to do. Honestly, it is.
You just got a mark in the county.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When my son was pitching,
Yeah.
I was keeping up with it. Not Austin as much as Justin.
Yeah.
Back when he was young. I
Oh,
tried to overpitch him too much.
this is what I always used to do. Take that right.
That's why I had surgery at 13.
And I would take, if it was a foul ball, I'd put another mark. So every little mark was a pitch. So you count that, add one to it. Because you never make the, that's where I think a lot of coaches mess up.
Okay.
They don't count that. When he hits it, that's a pitch too.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them get watching the game and they don't count that pitch.
Well, it's hard. I mean, but now that's why when we were playing ball, we had one guy, and it's usually a guy like myself that maybe the ninth grader that traveled with them, and that's what I done sometimes. I've never done the book. I told Coach Schumann asked me to do the book. I said, I ain't doing the book. He said, why don't you want to do it? I said, because I want to play, and I don't want to get good at it.
That's what Logan, he said to Daddy, he said, I got Matt good at it. Now that's what we do it all the time. All right, and here we go here in the bottom of the first inning. Is Colby Smith will lead it off for your Rebels here in the bottom of the first. And Danny, you know, so we can talk about this, right? Colby having a good year, I think. I'd have to go back and look. I did not get the stats sent to me this time. I believe Colby's probably has one of the highest averages on the team, and was probably slated to be one of your top pitchers on the team. I think we talked about it last time. Had a little bit of an arm injury.
Oh, and he just get pegged.
He hit him?
Yes, he hit him.
So Colby Smith hit on the first pitch of the game.
Well, you know what? I forgot to take the runners off the base last time too, Scotty, but I got it right.
Well, there's one on, so
Yeah.
you only have to take one off.
That's
so.
right. Yeah. Well,
Holbrook's your shortstop now up at plate, batting second.
and that just tells you, as long as I've known Eddie and Hoss and all them, I never got to watch any of those kids play. I did not realize he was left-handed.
Yeah. And it's one of these ones that, I've heard over. I've yet to see it, which I haven't come to all the games, okay? But everybody says Hoss is one heck of a bunter.
Well, I know he's fast. I mean,
third baseman's even. There you go.
Oh, he tried it.
Yeah. That's one when, from out here you can see it. Third baseman's even with the bag. Man on first early in the game, why not try it? If he can get that ball down and go into third.
Not a bad thought.
No. So 0-1 here to Holbrook.
I don't know if you do it again here, though, unless it's just that's what he is meant to do for this occasion.
Well, I wonder if you don't try it again because the third baseman is backed up even further now.
That's a ball.
So 1-1. You saw that look like a balk, Danny?
No,
a ball.
Ball.
I thought you said a balk. I didn't miss that.
I barely can keep up with the balls and strikes, Scotty. I sure wasn't watching his feet work out there.
So 1-1 here on Holbrook. Nobody out here. Bottom of the first. Pitch. Little in.
Yeah, that's high.
So 2-1 here.
Every pitch he's had has been up.
Mm-hmm. So 2-1 on Holbrook. Here's your pitch.
That's up.
So 3-1 here. And Danny, this right here is one of the ones you ask yourself, if you're the coach, do you try to put a guy in motion here? Especially in the Fitzgerald series and in the Jeff Davis series. We really we couldn't manage to get a couple of runs across, even though we left quite a few guys on base. I know in the Fitzgerald series, so 3-1 here, opportunity. Do you turn him loose here?
Colby's pretty fast.
And
Well, you didn't have to.
Nope. So Berrien County's got something going here in the bottom of the first here. Man on first and second, nobody out.
And if they'll be patient here, Scotty, I'd make him bring it down. I'd take some pitches here. Nothing's really been in the strike zone. It's been up. Even the ball that hit Colby, it was high.
You see him squaring. I think it's a fake.
No,
he did bunt at it.
That was down the middle.
Yeah. And the only thing I didn't like there is it looked like Jeremy was trying to push it to first, and the first baseman was basically standing in the dirt.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones you see him charge. You got to try to push it to third.
Oh.
As he takes that outside. Looks like Coach Garrett here's trying to start a little rally here. That 1-1 counter here on Kilpatrick. So he keeps threatening the bunt here.
Yeah.
Squares. And
Yeah.
he gets it down. First baseman covers and
and
throws
he
it away.
overthrows.
So one runner will score. And Kilpatrick will make it to second here on the air. Berrien County takes an early 1-0 lead here. And Danny, we've talked about it a little bit, as you watch some of these games. Most of the time, that's just the opposite right there.
Right.
It will get the bunt down, and they'll get the out at first, and something will happen at second. He'll trip and fall, or, just something happens, and it just kills on our end, even though we're trying to do everything right. So, as that's fouled off there. Make sure I get this right. That is David Kilpatrick. How about this? You got Jeremy Kilpatrick,
Yeah.
then David Kilpatrick, and then Dustin Kilpatrick.
Yeah.
So it's Kilpatrick, and then Kilpatrick. And that's a little outside, so 1-1 count here.
I think that's Cole's way of being funny right there, Coach Cole, putting them all together there. They are all together too, right?
Yes, they are all together. 3, 4, 5 in the lineup. And that is a strike.
Well, I can tell you something. If those Kilpatricks come through, we got it made tonight.
Yes, sir. So 1-2 count here on David Kilpatrick. Man on second and third. Nobody out.
That looked like a good pitch. Ooh.
And yes, he did ring him up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it took just a minute. I've learned give these umpires just a minute. So as David Kilpatrick goes down looking for the first out of the inning, next up now is Dustin Kilpatrick. Man on second and third, one out. Berrien already up 1-0.
Yeah, I know it looked good. Now he's got that little curveball working, I think. So
yeah, he's found the strike zone here.
it reminds me of me in my earlier careers.
Taking pitches like that?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't throw a fastball for a strike, but I could throw a curveball.
Hey, I thought you was talking about just standing up there taking pitches, Danny.
But I done a lot of that too. So.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So.
Yeah.
So 1-1 here on Dustin Kilpatrick. Swing and a miss. Looks like he was undecided on that one to the last minute. So 1-2 here. Jake Barker on deck here.
Oh, he
swing and a miss, but the ball does get away. And they get the out at first, I believe.
Did he call him out?
He did.
We did score a run, though, right?
We did. So on the play, Hoss Holbrook scores. Jeremy Kilpatrick does move to third, but now there's 2 outs.
You know, I was.
And it looks like
Why didn't the catcher
I don't
look
know.
him back a little bit?
I don't know.
He never did. He just went straight to first.
I believe Cole's asking, just to ask the home plate umpire, make sure he kept his foot on the bag. And if anybody has a better view, it's going to be the home plate umpire. But from here, it looked like he stretched out and kept his foot on the bag.
I mean, from here it did, but like I said, we are unofficial foreshore because we're a good 100 yards away from home plate.
Is that Coach Williams coaching first base? I believe it is. I believe Coach Witt is in the dugout, I believe. But I really didn't see him get, start jumping or hollering or anything. That's why I figured he'd add the bag.
Well, the play stood.
Yep.
He was out.
And Barker
what did he
leads off
call
ball
that?
1.
Okay. It was close enough. I didn't know what he was going to say there.
Yeah, every once in a while, you got to give him a minute or two. So 1-0 on Barker. Pitch. Danny, you got a little better eye on that. Is that a little sweeping, breaking ball? Is that what that is?
Yep. It's just more of a slider than a curve. It's not dropping. It's just going across the plate. It's kind of staying on the same plane.
And that looks like that's popped up right at the pitcher and caught for out number 3. But a successful inning for Berrien County. At the end of 1, your Berrien County Rebels lead the Brantley County Herons 2-0. We shall return in just a minute. And we are back here, top of the second inning. Looks like Grafford is leading off here in the 6th spot for Brantley County here. Austin Corsi on the mound. Starts off ground ball to third. Gets through the third baseman for a base hit. So, not the way we want to start this inning, Danny.
Nope.
So man on first now. Nobody out. Got Kay Thomas coming to bat now for Brantley County. Looks like they're taking their time, maybe getting a play on here or something.
Kind of like he's just tucking his shirt in or something.
Maybe that's what it was. Takes his lead here. Pitch and fouled off. Strike one. As everybody was looking a while ago, Danny was moving the camera around. And got a pretty good turnout here for the Berrien County side of ours. You can see the stands off to your left. So 0-1 count here. Of course, he comes set. And looks like it sweeps outside there, 1-1. Of course, he comes set again. And looks like it's popped up. May have a play.
On the infield.
Yeah, pitcher calls it and makes the catch. So now 1 out now for Brantley County. E. Thomas coming to the plate now. He's batting in the 8th hole here. Of course, he has 1 out, 1 on. Pick off, and he's back safely. Pitch, and I believe it hit him.
It hit him.
So really not what we needed right here, Danny. Bottom of the lineup, you kind of want to, fill the strike zone up here.
Oh, yeah, first and second and 1 out.
Let's see here. Of course, he can manage to get his composure back here. Pitch. It's foul straight back. So 0-1 here. Of course, he comes set. Little outside, 1-1. Danny, as we alluded to in the pregame, they may be 0-13. That may be right on Max Preps. But they appear to be a scrappy little group right here.
Well, yeah, like I said, and what it showed was they barely lost the games they lost. They were right there in them.
So 2-1 count here.
He's gone.
And
he's safe.
It looked like they had a hit and run on there. I believe he called it a strike, didn't he?
I didn't see it. I was watching.
I think he did.
I think he did. We're going to say he did.
Yeah, so I believe it's a 2-2 count.
2 count.
Yeah. So man on second and third now, 2-2 count, 1 out. And he did not. He called that a ball, didn't he?
He sure did. That was ball 4. Okay. Bases loaded.
And looks like Coach Garrett's going to come to the mound for a visit here, try to settle Corsi down. And after a good start to the first inning, Danny, it did get a little rocky right there for a little bit. He's kind of struggled here just a little bit here in this second inning. Be nice for a little double play right here, maybe
at least
a
we
strikeout
have
and a pop up.
At least we have 1 out, so we can get out of it. It ain't the worst case scenario, but we need a double play here, or at least one out. At least
Mm-hmm.
one. I mean, hold them down to one run.
Now you love to be greedy right here and get a double play. What you'd like to see is a ground ball somewhere on the infield, and if nothing else, hopefully they get the out at the plate. So here they go back to the top of the lineup for Thrift. And ball high. So if you're just joining us here, it's Berrien County in the top of the second. Swing, high fly ball, short right center, catch, and throws coming in. Did they get him?
Yes,
I believe it
they
did.
did. No, he dropped
No,
the
he
ball.
dropped the ball.
Daggone.
David Kilpatrick playing center field went in and made the catch and made a good, strong throw to home. Reckon if you had to say anything, Danny, it was just a little offline. Nix had to reach to his right just a little bit and come back across plate. And I believe the guy, when he dove in, knocked the ball out of Nix's glove. So now it's 2-1. Berrien County up on Brantley. Man on second and third, but 2 outs now for your number 2 hitter, Hendricks. And swing and a miss there. 1-1 now. Ooh. That was a good pitch. That's hard. That was a hard pitch to take right there.
Yeah, it was. That's why I waited on him. I thought he might even call it a strike.
So 2-1 count here on the number 2 hitter for Brantley County. Pitch popped up. I believe it's straight back. So 2-2 count.
Let's go get him right here.
As we sit here and watch, Danny, you can see him over. I believe they're over practicing tennis over here today. Behind the baseball field as there's your pitch. And I'm guessing a little low.
He could have rung him up on that one, I think. Yeah.
So full count here on Hendricks. Yeah, that was close. Like I said, it could have been a little low. It's hard to tell from way out here. And line drive center field. Can Kilpatrick get there? He can.
Oh, what a catch. What a catch. Great catch. Great catch.
Great play there. 2 great plays there by Kilpatrick to keep this at a 2-1 Berrien County lead. So in the middle of the second here, Berrien County is staked to a 2-1 lead. We're going to step away and we will be back. That was a pretty good throw, like I say, a little off this way.
He should have had him there. He shouldn't have dropped that ball.
Nah.
He should have dove at him with both hands.
Yeah.
That's the sophomore in him. Yep, that's the sophomore in him.
Could you see that catch right?
Not on here.
That's what I'm saying. You can't see it on there.
Not the way you have to do this thing that little.
Yeah. I didn't know if you could see it. That's why I'd love to be able to get up there. That's why I was thinking about getting over there.
If we do it again, we'll get up there and try it. Why not?
So I think you can keep it wide and you zoom in and see the whole, get as much as you can, see the whole field, and just never move the camera. But I don't know how well that'll work. How much you'll see.
I think we can probably about get the whole field up there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was over last time by this time.
Yeah.
Well, somebody clean you out.
I ain't needed that lately. And we are back here, bottom of the second. Leading off for your Berrien County Rebels is Connor Nix, your catcher. let's see here. He had a big hit the other night against Fitzgerald to keep that 7th inning going, Danny. A little low there. So 1-0 here. Pitch. Looks like it's popped up. Will they have a shot at it? And they will. So he fouls out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. Next up for your Berrien County Rebels is Gary Galarraza. We're going to call him New York.
New York.
And I listen to Josh pronounce.
He said Larza.
I think he pronounces it different every time. So I don't feel so bad about it. So strike one on New York here. 1 out. Bottom of the second. And just a little outside. So 1-1 here. Fouled off. 1-2.
You notice how he's got a hitch in his hitch when he throws the curveball?
Mm-hmm. He slows down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Almost gives it away.
Mm-hmm. So 1-2 here on New York. Outside, 2-2. Here's where you got to take advantage of New York's size here, Danny. He's got to kind of tighten up the strike zone a little bit here.
Oh, that's a hit.
And will it get down? It does not.
No, he got it. I thought it was going to drop.
I did too to begin with. It just kept floating out there and floating out there. So 2 outs for Berrien County. Batting 9th is Paxton Henley. There's that little get me over curve.
Yep. That was actually one of the better ones he's thrown. He started it at the body.
Mm-hmm. So 0-1 pitch. And I believe it's fouled off.
It's out of play. 0-2.
So 0-2 here. Let's see if Paxton can put something in play here and find some grass. Ground ball to third. Slow hopper. Can he beat it out? And he does.
No, he beats it.
Oh!
Did they call him out?
He called him out.
I wish I had that one on the camera. There's no way he was out.
I thought he beat it.
He beat that.
Evidently maybe he went to the middle of the bag and not the back side of the bag or the front side of the bag. I don't know. From here it looked like he was safe, but nevertheless, umpires was always right. You know that, Danny?
Yeah.
Right, I know that.
Right,
so.
you just admitted they can't see, Scott.
Yeah, well, yeah, but his call is what matters. He's always right.
Yeah,
so.
he's always right. They get paid for what? Strikes and outs.
Strikes and outs. That's what they get paid for. So.
Maybe it's a little hot over there.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe he's in a hurry to get paid. You can't never tell.
Could be.
But at the end of 2, your Berrien County Rebels lead the Brantley County Herons 2-1. We're going to stay here with you on this one right here. We watch them warm up and everything else. And it is such a beautiful day out here, Danny. It is kind of warm with the sun kind of beating down right here at you, but, I kind of like the warm weather myself.
Yeah, you're very cold-natured, Scotty.
Yes. Like I told you, I did before I come out here, I did go and take my thermals off.
God almighty.
I'd had them on all day long. But I did bring my jacket just in case.
I guess it's the reptile in you.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's explain anything from the fish camps?
Well, we won't go there.
There you go. I didn't think, not on air, right?
No.
Okay.
Family show.
Yeah. So leading it off for Brantley County here in the top of the 3rd is your number 3 batter, Coger. I almost want to call him Cougar, Danny. when I look at the name. So ball over there, 1-0.
Well, Scotty, you have my permission to call him whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Yep.
You don't think they'll get upset?
Nah.
Okay. Ground ball to short and through.
And got through.
So a base hit here to lead off the inning for Brantley County. Brings up their number 4 hitter, Carter. Let's see. He had a single in the first inning.
Hoss is playing short, right?
Yes.
And he has been limping all night. I don't know.
I noticed that a while ago. I was waiting for you to say something, but
Yeah.
I noticed it too.
I thought he might could have got to that because I know how fast he is, but it's like he's got a little hitch in his giddy up.
Yeah, I believe Coach Garrett's not out there checking on the pitcher. I think he's out there checking on Holbrook.
Yeah.
As we see here what happens. Trying to think here what they would do.
He could still outrun 80 backwards. So.
If they bring him, if they put somebody in at short.
I don't know. I don't think that's what they're talking about. I don't know. It may be though.
You would almost guess Jeremy Kilpatrick in left field would come to short, but I'm not sure about that. But the question is, do you take Holbrook out of the lineup? I think that would be the question here. So I do see somebody coming in. And looks like Holbrook will exit the game here with some kind of injury.
Well, let's hope he's not hurt too bad.
Or
I wonder if that happened when he was running the bases a while ago.
Maybe so, maybe so.
Had to.
So can we see? Can you tell what number it is? Is that 7?
No. 6? 6. Or is it 6 or 8?
I don't know. Hold on. I'll have to check my roster in just a second. So got a swing there on. So that's 0-1 now on Carter. As we will try to get the replacement at shortstop. As Danny says, it looks like it might be 6 or 8.
That just tells you how good I can see him.
Why don't you use the equipment and pan over and see if you can see the numbers on the film? You can zoom in with that camera, Danny.
Not the way I got it.
So you 1-1, swing and a miss there. Oh, a 1 and 2 now.
It's 6.
Is it 6?
Mm-hmm.
And
2 and 2.
I thought I heard it hit something. That's why I hesitated.
It was close.
I'm looking now, trying to find my roster here. And it gets by Nix. The runner will advance to second there on a pass ball.
And it's a full count now. Looked like a fairly decent pitch. Oh, Lord.
So was that a strikeout? Or
Nope.
Okay.
Wild pitch.
Wild pitch. All right, if I get this right, Danny, as I look at my lineup here, number 6 is Paxton Henley, which would have been playing second. So number 4 is now
he moved.
second.
Yeah, he moved over from second. That's what he did.
So Cooper Rice is now in the game, playing second. And I'm guessing will come in and bat in the 2-hole for Holbrook. So, of course, he's struggling on the mound here.
Or do you take the DH out? Well, no. They're not going to let him hit, I'm sure.
Well, looks like Corsi's day is over here. So let's see who Berrien County decides to come to the mound. And is that
Number 7, I think. Yeah.
Is it 7?
Pretty sure.
Which is 7 will be Caden Vickers.
Yep, that's who it is.
If y'all remember from the broadcast here against Dodge County, Caden went 6+. I believe that's right, Danny.
No,
or did he go all 7?
No, he went all 7.
Went all 7 that night then.
Because we were talking about, because Stallings was sick, most of the time they would have brought Stallings in for the 7th, but he was not here, so they let him finish, and he finished the game out.
Okay. Pitched a real good game that night, and then had pitched really well against Fitzgerald also. He come in, I think, actually pitched in all 3 games against Fitzgerald. He may not have pitched in the game in Fitzgerald. I did see him pitch, in both games here. And pitched very well in both of those games. So,
well, he's got a little challenge on him right here with no outs and man on first and third here. Did they dare go ahead and send him to second?
Well, here's my question. Do you dare do that, or do you dare go ahead and just square and bunt?
I see a bunt in the future.
Man on third, he doesn't have to come, but he can come down the line as far as the guy at third does. And then you're just waiting on the throw.
I mean, no outs. I'm. If I got a guy up there that I feel like is confident with the bunt, I'm bunting him.
Yeah. And looks like maybe now does he have a sleeve on? They're making him take off. So it looks like he is ready now. So Caden Vickers will start this game here, top of the 3rd inning. Man on first and third, nobody out. And he will face Rowell for the Brantley County Herons. Like I said, Danny, he's big job here. You'd like to say you'd be happy with just one run scoring here. He does take off. Looks like it's a
foul ball.
Run, but a foul ball.
Last place you want to hit a hit and run too, third. Be nice to hit it behind him. It's easier said than done, right?
Yes. Oh, the way he hit that one, the only play he was going to have was at first. Vickers checks him here at first, try to see if he can catch him leaning. Does not. So 0-1 count here. Vickers comes set.
Going again.
And they try to throw him at third, and the ball gets away.
Oh, my goodness.
And 1 run will score. And the guy at first goes all the way to third on the misplay by Berrien County. So now, with a runner scored, it's now 2-2. You got a man on third and still nobody out. 1-1 count on the batter. A little outside, 2-1. Vickers needs to see if he can't calm down here. Calm the waters, as they say. Ground ball back to second. And did he get him? He's calling him out.
Ooh.
They do score the runner from third, though, on the ground ball out to second. And looks like Brantley County's head coach is going to come ask for maybe an appeal.
It looked like he hit him with the glove, but, like I said, we're a long ways away.
Yeah, we're a long ways away. I think right here, I don't know how the first one went. I know that's a good angle down the line as far as the guy being off the back. I don't know that the umpire behind the plate can see that call to see if he touched him or not. I don't know. Let's see here what they call.
A lot of those guys, they stick together on their calls. I mean,
Yeah, I think most of them it's got to be blatant. He's saying
no,
he's
he's
safe.
calling me safe.
So they reversed the call.
So there's no out. Man on first.
now, after a reverse call, man on first, still nobody out. And honestly, Danny, right here, Berrien County's been their own worst enemy here in this inning. As 2 runners have scored on a walk and a hit. Squares the bunt. Man takes off for second, and he gets him caught stealing there.
I almost don't want to put it out on there yet, though,
Yeah.
because it was pretty close, but. And they did call that a strike, right?
I thought they did. I was trying to watch the play at second, so man, none of.
Good throw by Nix.
Yes, sir. So after the caught stealing, that's 1 out. Bases are empty now.
0-2 count is what I have.
And ground ball.
Oh,
foul.
Good thing that was foul.
Well, I was watching. I watched the third base coach over there, Danny. He motioned fair, which of course he would.
Yeah.
But I never did see the umpire behind the plate motion, so I did not know. So if we are correct, it's a 0-2 count here on Grafford for Brantley County. Brantley County now up 3-2 on Berrien County. And fouled off. Well, it's definitely got 2 strikes on him now. The question is it 1-2 or 2-2 or 0-2?
It's 0-2.
I believe we're right.
I'm going to say I'm right.
Yeah, until somebody tells you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
April, don't call him and tell him he's wrong. So ball outside, 1-2. You know, we're both looking at your phone now, see if she calls.
No, I actually was not. I was checking to see what other.
So 1-2 count here. Popped up. Like it's going to make it in the short right field, and
it's dropped.
Garrick drops it in right field. Had to stretch out a little bit there to try to make that play. It kind of bounced out of his glove there as New York.
Kind of in betweener there.
Yeah, kind of gave it all he had. And that's when, you know, they always talk about the ball will find you when you first come into a game. And there it was right there. Cooper Rice comes into the game, and the ball kind of found him, put him in no man's land there. So man on first, now 1 out. Now batting for Brantley County is your 7-hole hitter, Thomas. And ball high.
That's right down the
yeah,
pipe.
Fix that. I thought he check swung at it too, so I didn't think it mattered which way you went there. So 1-1 now on Thomas. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ooh.
I don't see how that missed him.
Yeah, looks like he was trying to throw a curveball that really never broke. I think the batter stood there expecting it to break too. So 2-2 here. And strike 3.
We got 2 outs now. Runner on first.
And now batting in the 8th spot. I'm guessing they are brothers here. Is Thomas. That's like the Kilpatricks, right?
Yeah. I think he was going there.
Yeah, I think he was leaning just a little bit there, Danny.
Yeah, he was leaning. He almost got him that time.
Swing. Strike 1.
That looks good.
Must have been a little out. So 1-1. Pitch popped up. It's like it's going to Short right center field, and Davey Kilpatrick squeezes it for the third out. So, not a very good inning for top of the inning for your Berrien County Rebels as Brantley County scores 2 runs to take the lead here. And it is now Brantley County 3, Berrien County 2. We're going to the bottom of the third. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, and we are back here as Berrien County comes to bat here in this bottom of the third inning. Back at the top of the lineup, got Colby Smith, and we are guessing is going to be Cooper Rice in the 2-hole now. And then Jeremy Kilpatrick, your 1, 2, 3 hitters. And strike one there. Colby, I believe that's only the second pitch he's seen. First pitch of the game was hit by a pitch.
Yeah.
And he does. He drops
does drop it though.
Nice play by the center fielder just to get to that ball.
Yep, they was playing in on him a little bit. It liked to have got
Almost,
past him.
yeah, almost got to the gap in this deepest part of this field here at the dock.
If he wasn't as tall as I am, he'd had that.
And did you hear the announcement?
No.
I believe I'm right because I can hear the kids saying, "Let's go Coop." So.
Did he call that a ball?
He did. So Cooper Rice with his first plate appearance of the day coming in for Hoss Holbrook with some kind of apparent, I'm guessing, leg injury, Danny, maybe a groin.
I couldn't.
The way he was moving, it's hard to tell. So 1-0 here on Rice, and got a straight steal here, and I believe he gets in there. And I believe that ball was behind the batter, was it not?
It was. It was behind him. I don't see how it didn't peg him, but so 2 balls, no strikes, mental. Hey,
yeah,
in scoring position anyway.
Yeah. So Colby starting this inning off right as he gets the first base hit for Berrien County and now gets the first stolen base. And ball away, 3-0 now.
That's what we need. Any help will do. We'll take it.
We'll take it. So 3-0 here.
He just tried to place that in there.
And I'm trying, did he call it?
He called it a strike.
Okay. Well, I thought I seen him motion, Danny, and then he Rice threw the bat down, so I wasn't exactly sure here. But I thought it was a little away, too.
It looked a little away to me, but.
And ground ball, base hit through the 5-6 hole.
Nice piece of hitting there.
So, back-to-back singles here by Berrien County. Now puts it first and third, nobody out with the number 3 hitter, Jeremy Kilpatrick, coming to play. And Danny, you know, if you've been watching any of the Berrien Rebels baseball this year, you've seen a lot of this year, and right here is where they have struggled. You get a couple of guys on, couple of walks, couple of hits, couple of hit by pitch, and can't get that big hit.
Yep.
To really get turning this in. This should be a crooked letter in or crooked number inning,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where we've been struggling.
Yeah, a double right here is anything in the gap would be great.
Yes, it definitely should score two.
I don't even think I bunt here. I think I steal after watching the catcher throw it down last time. I believe I just straight steal.
I believe I would square. I would have squared right there.
Yeah, I mean I do a fake.
Yeah, but now you gave them that strike. Now I don't give them another one. So as they try to fake the third, go to first.
First one was a strike, right?
Yes, first one was a strike. You fouled it off. So.
Yeah, I was watching something else. I was trying to see what.
So 0-1.
What kind of lead he was getting over there.
Yeah. So ball outside. That's what you got to remember with me and Danny. Me and Danny are watching a bunch of different things here. I catch myself doing it. The coach comes out in you sometimes, Danny. So 1-1 here.
Oh, yes.
Line drive, and it does. Second baseman gets to it, but
right.
Nowhere to go as we score a run here to tie it up 3-all. So 3 hits in a row, 3 singles in a row for Berrien County. That calculates into a run here.
Yep. First and second, nobody out.
Yep.
Tie ball game.
And now we have another Kilpatrick at a bat, and that's David Kilpatrick.
He put that ball in the best spot he could have put it in right there.
Yes, sir. He's squaring the bunt and gets it down. And he picks it up, and...
Is it foul? Apparently so.
Foul. These umpires are really confusing me because I don't, they'll give hand gestures or something.
Yeah, they got to be a little quicker for us now.
Well, here you go. Just from what umpiring I have done, Danny, if you don't motion anything, the ball is live.
That's right.
So 0-1 here on Kilpatrick. Squares the bunt once again. Ball's in. But umpires are told to do that, not to make any motion, so it's not confusing. You don't point fair and hold your hands up foul. You just hold your hands up foul.
Yeah, apparently that went foul at the last minute.
So he squares the bunt, and he calls it a strike. So 1-2 here on Kilpatrick. First and second, nobody out. Berrien County has tied the game 3-all. And fouls it off. As that would have been a good one if he could have just got it in the shortstop's vicinity right there, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
The shortstop was still trying to play the cat and mouse game at second base with a runner at second.
Yeah, he was stuck at second.
Yeah, he was stuck. So if you can just get it rolled right there by the umpire, I believe it's a hit. So 1-2 count here. And looks like the batter calls time. Here's the pitch, and
almost got him.
He rung him up.
Do what? He called that a strike.
He called that a strike.
My goodness.
So,
he's been pretty consistent, but that was way inside. Now,
it's got a lot of late break. It's got a lot of late sweep on it. So he must have come back and caught that inside corner.
Look here, though. My hats are off to those guys. I mean, that's a hard job they're doing out there umpiring. I mean, it really is.
So now we're 1 out. Man on first and second. You got Dustin Kilpatrick now, your third baseman. He swings and misses at the first one. Strike 1. Or actually swings and fouls it off.
Like the gunny.
I was trying to wait and make sure he didn't call that a strike.
Well, hell, the other one was inside now. It might have had some break, but it didn't catch any part of the plate.
And from here, it's hard to tell how close they're standing up on the plate also. So 1-1 pitch.
That is.
He got that one to break right across the plate. So 1-2. Jake Barker on deck here. 1-2 pitch, and
fouled it off.
that is his go-to pitch, that Danny. That little sweeper he throws.
He controls it
Yeah.
better than he does his fastball, honestly.
And it must be hard for the guys to pick up, too. Outside, 2-2. So Kilpatrick making him work here. 2-2 count. And ground ball, slow ground ball, third baseman Fields.
That one's tough. Yep.
He does get the out at first, but the runners do advance.
He does move them.
So now with 2 outs, runners on second and third. Jake Barker now with 2 outs, steps up to the plate. And Danny, I don't have the numbers in front of me or anything like that. Jake Barker was one of their top bats last year. You know, and just coming out this year, him being a senior and everything, you keep waiting for that breakout game from Barker.
Oh, there's a good hit.
Oh, great play there by the third baseman, Kenny.
Oh no. Wee. Kind of got caught in between there.
That's one of them ones you never do that right there, guys.
Yeah, you never run into the third baseman with the ball. You just
Yeah, you got that play right in front of you. You've got to eye it and make sure it gets past him and make sure he throws the ball. Because that was going to be a bang-bang play at first base. I believe Barker might beat that out.
I think he would have made it. I really do. I mean, you know, it's unfortunate. It looked like the third baseman had bobbled the ball and knocked it toward the, you know, from the runner standpoint, it looked like it might have got away from him, but it fell right up underneath him.
Yes.
And
it was right at him. So after 3 innings, Danny, it is all tied, 3-all. It's a new ball game here going to the 4th, and it will be 9-1-2 for Brantley County when they come up this inning. As we get a throw down here, Brantley County gets ready to come to the plate. Looks like it will be Howell, the 9th place hitter for Brantley County, and then they'll be back at the top of the lineup. Let's see here if maybe Vickers had settled down a little bit after that shaky inning when he come in a while ago. So
yeah, kind of coming in a bad spot, you know.
Oh, line drive at the third baseman, gets by him. One of them atom balls, you either do or you don't, Danny. So base hit here by Brantley County. Gets back to the top of the order. The leadoff hitter, Thrift. And he is 0 for 2 today. Struck out to lead off the game and then flew out to center field. A little inside, I guess. Ground ball. Shortstop fields it. Long throw to first.
Oh, that was deep.
Not in time, yeah.
He just saved an extra base is what he done. That was a nice play.
It was a nice play. Did have the range to get to it. That was just a long throw across the field. So now man on first, man on second here for Brantley County. Number two hitter Hendricks comes to the plate.
Need an out. Looked like a good pitch.
Good pitch. Strike one. Fly ball, left field, deep. Kilpatrick backs up, makes the catch, and nobody will advance. It's a good play there by Kilpatrick out here in left field. So 1 out now. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Coker.
Coker.
I almost want to call him Cougar every time I look down at that play. That's why I have to hesitate. Because then I think about what you said. It's Kroger without the R.
Mm-hmm.
So he is actually 1 for 2 today, or actually 1 for 1 with a walk.
That was a good one.
Nice pitch here. Strike 1. And Pivot's going to make a pickoff move to second. He's back easily. Man on first and second, 1 out.
Not bad.
They 1-1 after the pitch away. Ground ball looks like to short. Bobbles the ball, and everybody will be safe.
Well, you bring them in now. Try to get the out. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I would guess you bring your corners in, leave your
middle
back.
That's what he does.
So bases loaded here, 1 out. Number 4 hitter Carter at the plate. And strike 1. And he is 1 for 1 with a walk and a base hit. A little outside there, 1-1. Berrien needs to make a play here, Danny. Make some kind of play to get out of this. Line drive over to third baseman, base hit. Fielded in left field, trying to throw it home, and the throw is not in time.
Oh, man. If it was on, he's got an arm. If that was on the mark, he's out.
So 2 runners score here on the single.
Two runs come in?
Mm-hmm.
See, I was watching the throw.
He does take second on the throw there, so now you got a man on second and third with only 1 out. As they take a 5-3 lead here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, he hit that one pretty well.
He hit that one pretty good now.
And that's a good. Well, that's right at him.
Well, actually, right at center field.
All right,
let's
see if he can throw him out.
And he does not go.
Good. He hit the cutoff man. Good throw right there.
I thought that was going to go a little deeper, and Kilpatrick starts turning in there, Danny. So with 2 outs now, number 6 batter for Brantley County comes to bat, Grafford. A little away, ball 1. That's fouled off. So he evens the count now, 1-1.
We need an out here.
Outside, 2-1. So we do have first base open here if he wants to pitch around him.
That was mighty close.
So 3-1 here. Let's see here. He is actually 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And fouled off. So he works it full here. But Danny, it's also one of the ones right here. I don't know that I give in to this guy. He's 1 for 2. The guy behind him has popped up to the pitcher and struck out. So, I mean, I don't believe I give in to this guy.
Mm-mm.
And he walks him. I think Coach Garrett was thinking along the same lines as I was. He was just hoping for a better 3-2 pitch there. So bases are loaded again now with 2 outs. Now up to bat for Brantley County is Thomas, your 7th place hitter. Like I said before, he's 0 for 2 on the game with a strikeout and a pop up to the pitcher. And strike 1. Sorry about that. Gnats all in my eyes, Danny. 0-1 pitch, a little outside.
Ooh, look good. I'm glad it's a family broadcast, Scotty.
Exactly. You wouldn't say it, would you?
I had something for you on that, yes. I did.
That ball's popped up deep left field. Kilpatrick had a beat on it, and it's caught. So, productive inning there for Brantley County as they score 2 more and take the lead on Berrien County. At the bottom of your 3rd inning, it's Brantley County 5, Berrien County 3. Not the way we wanted it to go, Danny.
No, we're keeping it close, though. We didn't need those other runs to score for sure.
No. So, we're going to step away right quick, but we will be back. All right, and we are back here as Berrien County's working their way to the plate as Connor Nix will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 so far on the game with a pop up to the pitcher. Then we need to put something on the board here, but that goes back to what I was saying a while ago. Had a promising inning start and you only get 1.
Yeah.
You know, Brantley County comes back and then puts a crooked number on, on the scoreboard. And that's just been the difference of the year so far. So 1-1 on Nix. Must have got the outside corner there. So 1-2 on Nix.
I don't think he was looking for a fastball there. I think he was looking for a breaking ball. There's a breaking ball coming.
And he hits him.
Do you see the hitch?
Mm-hmm. They almost have to see that too.
They got to see it.
So man on first now. Nobody out for Berrien County as New York comes to the plate here. Batting in the 8th spot. As he flew out to left field. He actually had a decent line drive hit out left field. Danny, me and you both thought we're going to get down.
Yeah, the left fielder is playing way in on that side. And I don't know the scout report on New York.
He went out and said something to the pitcher there, Danny.
I don't know if he's telling
that's
him.
the hesitation or something?
Yeah, I don't know because he don't do it every time. And if you do it every time, it's okay. But if you don't, that could be a balk.
Well, and you can't balk without a guy on. But now with that guy on, it can be considered a balk.
Coach Garrett has probably brought that to his attention because he did pitch a lot and in college too. So
as we see here, the first pitch, he squares the bunt, gets it
golly,
down but foul.
I thought that was going to be a good one.
Yeah, my only complaint there with Danny would be if you're coaching the other team and you go to the umpire and notice something that I'm doing, it's not the umpire's job to go correct my guy. It's the umpire's job to call it if he does it.
That's right.
And if that's what happened right there, then
you don't want them.
Yeah, you don't go out there and warn them. You can't do that.
You know, you do that when they're 9 and 10,
Yeah,
11 and 12. You don't.
So.
And that's in rec ball. That's not
Right.
travel ball. That's
exactly.
You know, you learn that at an early stage, and an early age. I mean,
It squares the bunt again. Takes strike 2. So 0-2 on New York here.
you can see him trying really hard not to do that because that was a breaking ball.
And strike 3. So New York goes down swinging, out 1. Next to the plate, the 9th place hitter, Paxton Henley. Paxton moved to short today after the injury at Holbrook.
Got to get something rolling here.
And it looks like it was a hit and run, and he's safe.
He's called safe. Good throw. It was there on time, and that was a good slide. He slid around it. Oh, now he's calling him out.
Huh?
Why? How's he out now?
Hold on, let's see here. That's not what they're doing. Let's see if I agree. See what?
Okay.
They're calling interference on the batter and making him go back to first.
So does that put
They're saying
2?
Yeah, there's 2 outs now. They're saying Henley interfered with the catcher with the throw.
Well, we only had 1 out.
So this will be the 2nd out, and the runner has to go back to first. So now they're back at the top of the lineup.
Okay.
So now, I'd love to be able to see that again, but now we back at the top of the lineup. Colby Smith at the plate, and he steps off here.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I'm sure the people at home did because I have it on that spot. You could probably have told if he got in front of the catcher, and he may have. I don't know. I just didn't see it. I'm like you umpired. I didn't see it.
Strike 1 on Smith. And I wasn't watching. I was watching the play at second. It was a hit and run. Henley swung. So I'm not, like I said, that's something. They had to say he interfered with the throw. And a little bit outside.
His momentum may have carried him off the plate and, in front of the catcher. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Thought we had a man in scoring position, had something going, Danny, but
what did he call that? Did he call that a ball?
I think so. That's what we're going with, 2-1.
Yeah, because that looked like a pretty good pitch.
And like I say, I can't see what he holds up there.
I think I heard him say 2 balls, 1 strike. I think Coach Garrett said that. They worried about him going.
Yes, sir. I'm guessing that was a little high. So 3-1. There's some breaking news that somebody has sent me here. I'll give out here in just a minute, Danny.
It must be good.
It is good news. So 3-1 pitch.
Ooh.
And must have been outside.
Had to be.
And I just hesitate because out here he has called that a strike a time or 2.
Yeah.
It's hard to really see his strike zone.
He's been a little off. He's been pretty consistent though. He's missed a few, but I can't say that I wouldn't have missed a few either. So
yeah. So man on first and second now, 2 outs.
Well, now we need something going for sure.
And Cooper Rice now at the plate. And foul ball, I believe. Strike 1.
That was a good swing. He got a hit last time, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
What is that sound?
A bus or a car with a door open or something. That's all I can tell you. Hmm. Must have been up. I only hear it in our head. Only hear it in this. Dave, take your headset off, you don't hear it. So.
Might be telling us our battery's going dead, Scotty.
Maybe. I don't think so because I was sitting right here in front of me. So that ball, is that 3-1?
I think he called that a strike.
Did he call it a strike?
2-2, I think.
But that's outside. So I believe it's a full count now.
Yep. Runners were advancing, so we were right. It is a full count.
Yeah, full count here. First and second, 2 outs. They should be in motion once again here. Pitch and line drive to third base off his glove.
There you go.
One runner will score as he gets to third. Rice does not advance on the throw, but he does get an RBI single, Danny.
Oh, yeah. He's putting the bat on the ball.
Makes it 5-4 here.
Nice to see another base hit right here, y'all.
Yes, sir. And looks like Brantley County's going to take a minute to talk to their pitcher here.
What was you going to say, Scotty, while we got a little break?
Breaking news here. Somebody sent to me a while ago. Decorated veteran Craig Kimbrell has agreed to a minor league deal with the Atlanta Braves.
Craig
Kimbrell's coming back.
I'd like to see him coming back, even if it's for an inning or two. I always love Kimbrell.
So that is breaking news. Somebody just sent me that Kimbrell is coming back to Atlanta. Hopefully it's not like an ending deal, but I hope he does end his career here.
I think he wants to.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever wanted to leave, really. I mean, he loved it in Atlanta, and Atlanta loved him too.
Yeah, I think more than anything it was a money thing when he did leave.
Oh, yeah.
Free agency and stuff like that, and I do understand.
It wasn't for a few dollars, I don't think.
Yeah. It is a sport, but it's also a business.
Not very few people retire from the same team they started off with anymore. That's for sure. It shocked me when Smokes left for that little bit of time.
Yeah.
I never thought he'd ever leave.
So Kilpatrick now at the bat after the visit here. They do not change pitchers. He comes to the plate with a man on third, man on first, 2 outs. Berrien County now down 5-4, bottom of the fourth. And swing and miss. So 1-1 there. Kilpatrick kind of helped him out, swinging at a low one there.
That was a good cut.
Yeah.
He was all over it.
So 1-2 here on Kilpatrick.
Love to see a liner right here.
Yeah.
Let's get this thing tied back up.
How about a little bleeder, just where he done it a while ago, between first and second. A little harder here.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bleeder right through the hole here. First baseman holding on the guy, the runner on first.
Well, he's
like
trying to hit it that way.
Yeah, he may be aiming that way, so.
He may be naturally just hits it that way too. I don't know, but it.
You know anybody used to be that way?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I sure do.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm sitting beside him.
1-2 pitch.
Oh,
And ground ball
come
up
on,
the middle.
get through, Bobble.
And he gets
Ah.
Rice at second. I thought it was going to sneak through there, Danny.
I did too.
So at the end of 4, it's Brantley County 5, Berrien County 4. We're going to step away right quick, and we will be back.
5th inning, right?
Yeah. All right, and we are back here. Brantley County's coming to the plate here. Looks like they'll have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming to the plate here in the top of the 5th. Start off with the 8th place hitter, Thomas. And strike 1. Thomas is 0 for 2 today. He's been hit by a pitch and then flew out to center field. Right, you'd call that 0 for 1, wouldn't you, Danny?
0 for 1.
0 for 1.
All day long.
So 2 on Thomas here. As Vickers seem to start out a little stronger here in this inning.
Nice little pitch on 0 and 2.
Yeah, wasn't a bad pitch for 0-2 pitch. Can't believe he laid off of it.
That was more like a changeup. That was not that sweeping curve. That was more of a changeup type look.
So 1-2 here. Fouled off. Yeah, I don't know if everybody else can hear that beeping, but I can hear it, Danny.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's real faint in the background. And swing and a miss for track 3. So way to start the 5th inning here is strike out for Vickers. Now next up is Howell.
Need to get him. Their leadoff batter's been hitting pretty good.
Howell is actually 0 for 1 today. Reached on an error and then walked. Another line drive at third baseman. Caught. So 2 away now. We go back to the top of the lineup for Brantley County. It's Thrift will be at the plate now. Nice play over there. I believe that's Dustin Kilpatrick at third. Like a fly ball foul. And sound like it beamed off the batting cages over there, Danny.
Yeah, Vickers seems to get a little stronger the more he pitches. I mean, he
I've
did
noticed that too.
the last game that we watched him.
So the 0-1 count now. Breaking ball stayed high, 1-1. Line drive right field. Let's see if New York can get to it. He can.
No.
He gets behind him. Nice diving try there, but it does get by him, and he's going to stop at second.
Stop at second. I thought he was going to try for 3 there for a minute. Wished he had a.
Yeah. So a 2-out double for Brantley County will bring to bat their number 2 hitter, Hendricks.
Yeah, their number 1 hitter. He's hurt us tonight.
He's 2 for 4 tonight now with a single and a double. Hendricks has actually been where we've been going to get an out at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 tonight, Danny.
See, that was that changeup again.
Missed away. Ball 1.
I don't think I saw him throw that much. Maybe it's a new pitch they put in for him, but
maybe they're trying something here. Swing and a miss.
I never could throw that. I just took a little off my fastball, and it didn't do anything. But usually take off from somebody's bat.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, it just went a long way, right?
Yeah.
So 1 and 2 here. You're kind of like the opposite of a knuckleballer, right?
Yeah.
Your balls were easy to catch. The outfielders just run to the fence, pick them up, right?
Yeah.
So 1 and 2 here on Hendricks. Missed away. 2 and 2.
Need this out badly.
You need this out right here. Because Koger has reached safely every plate appearance. So ground ball to second. Cooper gloves it and throws and gets the out.
There we go.
So nice play there by Cooper Rice to get out of the inning here. So going to the bottom of your 5th, let's see who will be up for Berrien. We'll have our 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up due here in the bottom of the 5th. Danny, we will be back for the bottom of the 5th inning. I tried to get Evan to come out here and do it, which he wound up, he's sick today. But I was going to see if he could get off work and come out. But it's hard for you to do that. Try to watch the game and do that. So if I had somebody just doing that, it would probably work a little better. Just do the count. Do it this. I can't. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. So I can't, like the other day, I did get some plays when they caught the ball. So if you're going to do this, you need one guy working.
New pitcher. Is that the same guy, number 10?
Couldn't tell you.
I mean, it's number 10, but is that the same guy that's been pitching
I don't know.
for them?
I don't know. I didn't write down there,
Oh.
so I can tell you. No, so he was not. The guy that started on the mound was the leadoff batter. No. Grafford was the pitcher. He's number 6.
Right, they got
number 1.
They got a new shortstop too. They moved him around.
Okay.
They moved to third base.
The guy on the mound was in left field.
Number 8 was their pitcher, right?
Number 1 was the pitcher.
Okay, they moved him.
All right, and we are back here. Go ahead, Danny. You was talking about it, so.
Yeah, they got a new pitcher, number 10, and they moved the pitcher to short. They moved him around short to third.
Also have a new left fielder because the pitcher was playing left field, so. And like David Kilpatrick greets him with ball 1. So it will be David Kilpatrick, Dustin Kilpatrick, and Jake Barker. And this will be a strike. They both look like they have that same little sweeper, Danny.
Yeah.
So 1-1. And strike, 1-2.
Yeah, this guy was watching him warm up. He looked like he had a slow sweeper.
And ball outside, 2-2. It's got to be tough, Danny, because that ball at you is really the one that you want to hit. It's the one that's going to break across the plate. But it's so easy to give up on.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-2 count and strike 3. As David Kilpatrick goes down swinging, next up will be Dustin Kilpatrick. He is 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a ground out to third. And swings and misses, strike one. Swings and misses. Just kind of looked like he didn't want to swing there.
Yeah, that was last minute, I think.
Yeah. He was trying not to give up on that inside little sweeper. And he fights this one off. He may get it in there, and he
got
does.
it down. Got it down. Kind of jammed him, but it worked.
So a single for Dustin Kilpatrick with one out brings the bat Jake Barker. Jake Barker a while ago. You want to give him a hit, but technically it was a fielder's choice line drive right down the third base line. Third baseman laid out and caught it. Like I said, I don't think he ever throws him out. But I think the runner on second, thought the ball went away from him as he swings and misses at the first pitch. Runner on second thought the ball had got away from the third baseman. It takes off for third and just runs into a tag. Cost Jake Barker a hit. And line drive, base hit.
That's down. That's down. That moves the runners.
Pay attention. There you go. So line drive, base hit by Barker puts first and second. One out. Connor Nix now coming to the plate. This is the hardest thing right here in the world to do, Danny. But it's really what you need to do right here. You're going to expect to pull this guy, but your sights need to be set right over here. Because that ball's sweeping away from you. You don't need to let your eyes get out in front of you.
Yeah, you just got to let it travel a little deeper,
Yes.
a little deeper.
And that ball misses away for ball one.
It's hard to let it travel.
It really is.
But actually, the sweeper coming to you is the best thing in the world to go away with.
And like Connor Nix grounds to third, and they get the double play.
He's off the bag bad. I think they'll overturn that. I think they'll overturn that. I'd stay right where I was at, guys.
So let's see here. Do they ask for help?
They've got to.
And whatever the message was, Coach Garrett says that's enough. So
Come on, Coach. Get on them.
So a very promising inning, comes to naught, Danny, as we go to the top of the sixth here. Brantley County hanging on to a 5-4 lead here. And, hey, you got 6 outs here to make it right. What do you do, Danny? What kind of message are you giving here?
Well, I mean, when you get a chance to play a little small ball, we've got to play a little small ball, whatever it takes to get at least tied up, to get yourself a shot. We need one. We got to get that one somehow. So maybe take a little chance on them hit and run. Just
we'll say
get a fast guy on steal. I mean, I don't know, get a little aggressive. Sometimes these region games, you want to get aggressive, but then again, you don't want to get overly aggressive. I mean, they count more than anything else. So,
top of the third, bottom of the sixth, we come to bat. We got 8, 9, and 1. So we're in a good spot of our lineup for these last 2 innings. We just got to make it count. Brantley County will come to bat here in this inning, top of the sixth inning. They'll have 3, 4, and 5 hitters, which account for. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. 3 of their hits and 2 of their 5 runs.
So pretty significant inning right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's be big for us to keep them off the board right here. As Caden Vickers takes the mound here in the top of the sixth, he'll be greeted by the number 3 hitter for Brantley County.
You know,
Coger.
knowing Cole like we know him, I don't see how. I was expecting him to come unglued on that.
Yeah. Well, you gotta learn a little couth when you're the head coach.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. And I'm guessing maybe he walked up to the home plate umpire as that is fouled off. And I'm guessing maybe the home plate umpire told him he had the foot on the bag. That's when you seen Cole just walk off. Or excuse me, Coach Garrett. So 1-1 count here. And grounded to third. And
Nice. Oh, he knocked the ball out of his hand. Oh, nice play right there.
nice play all around. Just got to hold on to the ball.
That boy's about as big as you are, Scotty.
Yes, sir. That's a big old youngin' over there for Brantley County. So man on first now, nobody out, and the fourth place hitter Carter comes to the plate. He had a big 2-run single while ago. So 1-0. 2-0.
It's about as Aiden said. He's one that you don't want to throw it right down the middle too, though.
No, you really don't. He has been their big guy tonight.
Good pitch there.
Kind of tied him up inside there for the first strike. 2-1 now. Ground ball to third. Fielded. Bobbled. Now got to go to first. And I believe I thought he had him, Danny.
Well, from some of the calls, I thought he had a good chance of calling him out.
So first and second now. Nobody out. Not the way we wanted this inning to start.
That was the catcher, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Courtesy for the catcher.
Yes. So let me see. Rowell up now is 0 for 3 tonight. He reached on an error. So do you bunt here and try to get an extra one, Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Squares bunt and fouls it off. Nice try there by Nix. You almost think it's probably coming again here.
Oh, I'm bunting every time right here.
Here's my question here: If you're watching the defensive lineman here by Berrien County, you almost want him to bring that ball to third base.
Yeah.
Gilpatrick's back and bunts it back to the pitcher. Only plays it first, and he's got him.
He caught him out. He was safe all day long.
I thought he beat it too, but we do get the call there.
We'll take it.
They do advance the runners to second and third, but one out now after the sacrifice bunt. Now Blake's Grafford. Call that a ball, Danny?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. I forgot to look up and hesitate for him. So the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. Looks like he's coming home, and he gets him. Got the out.
I almost thought he didn't get his glove down.
I thought so too for just a second. The guy's taking off for second. Nobody's there. And we give up extra. We do get the out at the plate. Second to the catcher. But the guy back,
I don't try that if I'm Brantley there. That was a little aggressive.
Well, I do understand what the coach told him to go. They wasn't looking. Nobody was covering the bag. There was no.
No, I'm not meaning that. I'm meaning running home
Yeah.
on that bunt. I mean, it was bunted right to him.
Mm-hmm. So now, second and third, 2 outs now for Brantley County. It looks like they're getting a pinch hitter in here.
But you do have to make a perfect throw.
Yes.
I mean, you got to make the throw. So
Got to make the throw, got to catch, got to get the tag down. So we've seen a couple times the balls come loose on Berrien County tonight on the tags. So and high fly ball out right field as New York gets under and he squeezes it for out number 3.
There we go. We get out of there unscathed.
Plenty of base runners and everything else, but we do get out of it. So going to your bottom of the 6th, Berrien County got some work to do, Danny. We're down 5-4. We shall return. That's right. Yeah. All right, and we are back here. Berrien County comes about bottom of the 6th inning here as New York will lead it off. Got New York, Paxton Henley, and then back to the top of the lineup. As I'll attempt his name once again, it's Gary Galarraza. I believe it's close.
That is real good.
Yeah. So 1-0 here on New York. He's the 8th place hitter tonight. And gets a corner there. Strike.
I like his batting stance. He's got a little compact looking stance.
So high. 2-1. Love to get him on here, Danny. See if we can't, push him around with the top of the lineup coming behind him. Ground ball foul. 2-2 now. And got him looking. Strike 3.
Pretty nice pitch right there.
And Dan, this one thing I have noticed right here. I don't know, back years ago you would see this. How shallow the outfielders are playing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, back in the day, with the old bats we used to have and stuff like that, no way you'd do that.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, the ball jumped off the bat a little bit better back in our day, I'm telling you.
So now at the bat with 1 out is Paxton Henley, 9th place hitter. It's ball 1 to him. Inside, strike 1.
1-1.
A little high there, 2-1. Two now on Henley.
That was a much better cut there, though.
Yeah.
I thought he was on that one.
Needing to get a runner on here for the top of the lineup here. And inside corner. Caught looking again. Strike 3. As that umpire likes that little sweeper right there, Danny, especially on the inside corner. And Berrien County keeps giving up on it.
Well, you know, it's like back when we coached all the time. You know, you have to judge an umpire like everybody's got different strike zones.
Exactly.
So if you know that they're calling at you, tell your kids, hey, don't let him take the bat out of your hand. You know, you know it's coming. You know he's going to call it. You might as well be ready for it.
Yeah. So back top of the lineup, Colby Smith.
Oh man, that's a little too inside there now. But
yeah. So Colby is.
He's like, well, I better swing at that.
Yeah. Like Colby is 1 for 1 on the day. He's hit by a pitch and walked, and also singled. There's a play early with the center field dove and almost made a great play on him. The ball's away. 2-2 here.
I thought it's 1-2, isn't it?
2-2, I believe.
Okay. I must have missed one. No. First 2 he called strikes. Remember that one that was way inside?
Okay, maybe you might be right.
I'll put 2 and 2 up because
okay.
you're right way more than I am, Scotty. You like to hear that, don't you?
Yes, I do love to hear it.
Good.
Probably most time it's not right, so.
Oh, good. As long as you know that.
Yeah, I know it. So we do know he has 2 strikes on it here. So he did not. So you may be right, Danny. It may just be 2-2 now. He did not hold up like it was 3-2.
No, he didn't hold up full. I told you. I don't know.
Ball 4, Danny.
I guess you were right, Scott. We needed that.
We needed that.
Needed that. He battled.
No, he's coming back, Danny. He's coming back.
Well, so it is 3-2.
It is 3-2 now.
Told you.
Yeah, you were right. I was wrong. Me and Colby both thought it was 3-2 though. The ground ball, slow roller to third.
Gonna be tough. Nope.
And he gets it.
Well, we're going to the top of the 7th.
Yeah, top of the 7th, down 5-4.
Got 3 more outs.
Yeah, got to hold them here and come back in and get the bats going. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game. All right, and we are back here as Brantley County will come to the plate with 8, 9, and then 1. As Thomas comes to the plate here, he is, let's see here, he is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. And we start him off with a strike.
There's that little change up.
Yep.
It's got some movement on it.
Well, Danny, if nothing else, we can hold them right here. We come back and line up, in the middle of our lineup, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully we can get a run right there. We're where we want to be in the lineup. Just need a hold right here. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
3 up, 3 down would be really good right now for these guys.
Mm-hmm. Ground ball to short. Henley Fields throws.
There
Got
you
him.
go. Good play.
One out after the ground out to short by Thomas. Next up will be Howell for Brantley County, their 9th-place hitter. He is, let me see here. He is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Give him the outside corner, strike one. Fly ball, that may be trouble there.
Yep, that's a
And it
gapper.
is. It's over the head. He digs for second. And that'll be a stand-up double for Howell, your 9th-place hitter. One out double for Brantley County. We'll go back to the top of the lineup now. Thrift for Brantley County. He is 2 for 4 tonight. And, you know, honestly, Danny, here and 3 and 4 is where our trouble has been all night.
Yeah, I know. This is we need to get out of this one right here without them scoring a run, and we'll. I mean, duh. I mean, yeah, that's what we need to do, but definitely we got to do something different with these hitters that we have. There you go. You get a pop up on the infield. That's
yep, just like it.
Oh my goodness. I thought that was fixing to be bad.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, we'll take it.
So Henley finally takes charge there and makes the catch. There's a pop up to short. Will be your second out of the inning. Now coming up is number 2 hitter Hendricks. And this is, like I say, where we went for our outs today, Danny. He's 0 for 4 today. He's carrying the donut today.
Right. We seem to have his number on the little sweeper on the outside corner. He has trouble with it, or he has so far.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Must have been outside, ball 1.
Okay.
I think Nix is asking him where that was. And foul ball down the first base line. He hit that one pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. I think Vickers is a little mad with himself on that pitch.
Mm-hmm. So your 1-1 pitch coming now in the dirt. Guys moving to third.
Hold it.
Luckily, Kilpatrick kept it in front of him there as he reaches third on the pass ball. Or wild pitch, depending on which way you see that. It's in the dirt, I reckon you'd have to call that a wild pitch, right?
Yeah, I mean, yep.
High fly ball to left field. I believe Kilpatrick's got a bead on it, and he squeezes
There we go.
it.
That's what we needed. We needed to get out of that.
So your third out of the 7th inning comes here. Berrien County now down 5-4. Let's see here if we can rally and get 2.
Well,
I'd love to get 2. All I want is 1. I'd love to get 2, though.
Let's see if we can do Brantley like they've been done pretty much all year. Maybe lose by 1 or 2.
There you go.
Mean, we'll take it.
Yeah. Like I said, they have been in a pile of 1-run games this year, so let's hope we make it another L in a 1-run game here. Like I say, we got to get 5 before we worry about 6, though.
It's been a pretty evenly matched game tonight, though.
It really has. It really has. You know, in a couple of innings, Berrien has kind of been their worst enemy. That one inning, they really couldn't get the ball picked up. They'd knock it down, couldn't make a throw. A couple of balls, you know, the play at the plate where they had the guy and the ball bounces out of his glove. Play at first where he reaches for the tag, the ball comes out of his glove. You know, it's just not caught a couple of breaks tonight, Danny.
Oh yeah, I mean sometimes the breaks go your way, sometimes they don't, and it's unfortunate. But when they don't, you know, you've got to put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
So.
You see Coach Garrett over there. He's looks like he's talking to. I'm guessing that's probably Cooper Rice out there. He will lead off this inning here, and Danny, when you're coming up here in the 7th, you're down 1. Where's the pressure at? It's always a question everybody likes to ask: is the pressure on the batter? Or is it on the pitcher? You don't want to walk a guy. You don't want to give a free base runner here.
Let me tell you something. Think back to when you were in high school, Scotty. Was there ever any pressure on you?
Never.
Never. You didn't feel the pressure then.
Never.
We feel it.
Yeah.
But they don't feel it. I mean, if you're a pitcher, for one, you can't let pressure bother you.
Yeah.
So, honestly, if you was to have to say, it was more on the batter, if anybody. So
here we go. As Cooper Rice takes low, he's actually 2 for 2 since coming in the game for Hoss Holbrook.
All right, he checked. They said, did he go or not? I don't know what the umpire said.
Okay.
He checked. I don't know if they called it a strike or a ball. They called it a ball, but. I don't know. From here, that looked good.
Yeah, it's either 1-1 or.
Uh-oh.
So ground ball to short.
Bobble it.
And he's out. So after a ground out to short, now with 1 out, Jeremy Kilpatrick will step up to the plate. Berrien County needing some kind of runner somewhere here.
Come on, Jeremy. We need you to get it started, buddy.
I mean, I'd love to see him run into one right here and see if you can't park it out there in the soccer field, but
he likes that pitch right there. He loves it.
Well, they must be right on top of the plate.
They gotta be.
They have to be right on top of the plate.
Yeah, they gotta be. I mean, that could be part of the strategy.
Yeah. And foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes now.
It's going a little bit faster than I want it to right here.
Yeah. Put a little pressure on. Let's see what happens, guys. Fouled off. Barely got a piece of that one.
But he got a piece.
That's all that matters. So 0-2 here on Kilpatrick. Berrien County down 5-4. Bottom of your 7th. Missed away. Now, I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking you couldn't give him that inside and then give him that outside too.
Yeah, you got to stick with one or the other.
Yeah. A little low there, 2-2 now. Kilpatrick's worked it back even.
He's fought off some pretty nice pitches and let some pretty good pitches go. There you go. Well.
He waited on that little sweeper here. He pops it up to first, and it is played for out number 2.
Well, we're down to 1. Let's see what we can do with 1 out. Let's have a little rally right here. Put your hat on backwards, guys.
So up now is your number 4 hitter. That's David Kilpatrick. David Kilpatrick is 0 for 3 tonight with 3 strikeouts. So this little sweeper guy's had his number. But as you said, Danny, it only takes 1.
That's right. He's due. He's due. He knows it.
So 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And I'm guessing he's just not seeing it good out of the pitcher's hand here. They're going to try to sweep her away here. Ooh, I thought he was fitting to ring him up the way he motioned there.
Yeah, he kind of had that stance, didn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of squatted a little bit.
I thought he was.
Yeah. Well.
So 1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2-2.
See, they don't get nervous, but I'm nervous for him right here.
Yeah, I am too. Way away. 3-2 now.
Hey,
full count.
Let's get a runner on here.
Dustin Kilpatrick on deck. Jake Barker in the hole here.
Yes.
Ball 4.
There you go. I like to light that little yellow thing up right there. Base runner.
You go. So Berrien County trying to put a little fight in this right here. Man on first now with 2 outs. Dustin Kilpatrick coming to the plate.
I don't know how fast he is, but, you know, some of these, do you try to take this?
I don't know. Foul ball there by Kilpatrick. And that's a good question there, Danny. You gotta know your base runner and stuff like that. If you think he's got a shot, I think you have to try.
It'd be bad though to make that last out right there too.
Yeah.
So
swing and a miss. 0-2 now on Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick is 1 for 3 tonight, but a strikeout and a single. We'll take another one of those singles. He's popped up.
No.
Looks like it's right on the infield, and it is caught by the pitcher. And as Josh loves to say, that's your ball game. Or is it not? Am I missed something, Danny?
What?
They're saying it's 5-5.
Well, you said 2 come in the last time. I didn't think 2 come in that time either. But
well, I only have Berrien scoring 4.
5-5? Boy, we look like a bunch of idiots. You've been keeping the scorebook the whole time.
Yes.
How's it 5-5?
I'm trying to find it, Danny, and I don't find it.
Well, look at here. Let me do this. My goodness.
And the only thing I can think of is maybe right here. If Colby scored here.
Well, we do lift up and look down and all that. I don't know.
We're gonna give them 5, okay?
We're gonna say okay.
Yeah.
Top of the 8th. Let's go. Hey,
Oh,
we got a 5 chance. We didn't know it, but we do.
yeah. All right, here in your free baseball, here's top of the 8th. My bad for everybody. And line drive to right field, base hit for Koger.
That just baffles me.
I didn't see it. I wish I had to go back and watch the video, but I don't know. I missed one somewhere, Danny, is all I can say. So now the 4th place hitter, Carter, up to bat. Man on first, nobody out here.
And see, I was wrong because I was thinking that they didn't score but 4, and they didn't score 2, that it would be maybe 4, but I didn't know that we had an extra run like that. So
I guess so. You looked, and I heard y'all saying it's looks like 5-5. What little bit I can see on the board. So 2-0 now on Carter.
you want me to holler down there and ask them what the score is, Scotty?
No. So we're gonna go 5-5.
We'll take it. I didn't even see what that pitch was. But never mind.
Yeah, it looks like it may get to the gap. Can we knock it off? We do. Does they get him at third? They do not.
So we didn't need that.
Yeah, Berrien
Second,
County
third, no outs.
Yeah, in trouble again after a single and a double.
Number 6. Oh, you don't know.
Yeah. It should be Carter. That is their catcher, I believe.
Mm-hmm. He's hit the ball tonight.
He's hit the ball all night long. He is 4 for 4, excuse me, with a walk and 5 plate appearances. So now you got the number 5 hitter, Rowell. Ground ball back up the middle and through for a base hit. So 1 run will score. Let's see here if they send the other one. They do not.
They do not. So Brantley coming out with their bats on fire in the 8th.
So now let's see if make sure I got the score right. I believe it's 6-5 now, Danny.
Yeah, I hope so. That's what we have it as.
left-hand side there. Ball one.
So if anybody was listening, they may not be listening.
They may have done tuned out. I'm sorry if you've already tuned out. I'm sorry. We can't see the scoreboard from out here. The runner takes off and goes. He is not thrown at. They let him take second. That'll be second and third. Nobody out now. 2-0 on the batter. Ground ball at short. Look at second. Look at second. Look at second.
There's 2 outs right there.
Brantley County got us on the first time, and we finally paid a little attention there.
That was big right there, too, the way they come out on fire with the bat.
It was.
I don't know what that guy was thinking running to third.
No, it cost him a run right there.
Yeah, it did.
So now with 2 outs and a runner on third, they only got 1 run in here, Danny, so we got a chance. Yeah, it's hard to see it on this night sky, so you have to tell me where it's going, Danny.
It's foul.
Yeah, you didn't see it either, huh?
No.
So the 0-1 pitch, a little outside.
It didn't come this way.
Yeah, for anybody that's never played the game or anything like that, you always talk about or hear people talk about the South Georgia sky, how it's so hard to pick up the ball. That is real. That's not just something they say. A little outside there, ball 2. And Danny, I know you've run into it just like I have. You can lose that ball real quick on this skylight right here.
Especially with our eyesight.
Yes.
That's kind of tough. Nope, Colby's on it.
And Colby Smith
All
makes
right.
the play at first.
And we get out of that is about as good as you could get out of an inning right there, the way it started.
Yes, sir.
We need 2 right here, guys.
At least 1. We said we needed 1 while ago. Now we really need 1.
Yeah, now we really do.
Let's make sure it say 6-5 on the board.
I don't know. Maybe we need to get a screen that shows it to us on this side. So.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so. So going into your bottom of your 8th inning here, Berrien County now down 6-5. As we were wrong a while ago, we were tied 5-5 in the 7th.
Well, it's not like we're getting paid for this.
Exactly. So coming up now in your bottom of your 8th inning is going to be Jake Barker, Connor Nix, and New York. Sounds like a run to me. What do you think, Dan?
It sounds like 2.
Sounds like 2.
Yep.
How about 2 back-to-back homers to walk it
that
off?
would be sweet, wouldn't it?
It would be sweet. That's back one. Well, I wonder if that's ever happened here. That's one of them Skeeter questions. You know,
Skeeter would know.
back in the day,
He would know back in the day on that.
when you had Rampy and help me out here, Clay Rampy and Steven Snipes, Scott from Ray City. Help me out here. I can't believe I can't think of his name.
Scott Purvis.
Scott Purvis. We had some hitters on that team. Greg.
Uncle Pillar.
Uncle Peller. There you go.
Yeah. Old Scott Grider.
Yeah, Scott Griner. Had some guys could really mash that year. I want to say, did Clay have like 30 home runs that year? Wasn't it some ungodly number?
I don't know. I think the home run leader of all time still is Ray Garner. I think he leads. I don't remember how many he had.
Single year or?
I think so.
Because I believe Larry Green would be close to.
No, I don't think he ever beat
think
Ray.
so?
I don't think he beat Ray. If he did, somebody text me and tell me that, because I don't know, but maybe he did, and that's who he had to beat.
I don't know.
I don't know. But I knew Ray held it for a long time, and it would be crazy not to think that Larry didn't beat it, but I don't know. Ray could hit it back in the day.
Ray could hit it back in the day. So here's we start the bottom of the 8th inning now. Berrien County down 6-5. I'll look again up what the scoreboard says. Jake Barker stepping up to the plate. And he fouls that one off. Barker is 1 for 3 today. Popped up to the pitcher. Reached, but it was on a fielder's choice on a great play by the third baseman and then singled. Ground ball back up the middle. Shortstop, good play, and throws him out.
Yeah, it actually bounced off the pitcher.
Yeah, I think so. I was hoping the pitcher would the glove would kind of make it go one way or the other, and it didn't. It just slowed it down for him, Danny.
Made it an easier play.
Yeah. Connor Nix now at the plate. Now he's 0 for 2 with a walk, or excuse me, hit by pitch, and has scored a run tonight.
That's outside. Tell you what, it's getting harder for me to see that up there, too.
Mm-hmm.
He called that a strike, didn't he?
Called that a strike. So 1-1. I thought that might be a little low, but.
Ooh, off the helmet.
Off the helmet.
So hit by pitch. That's a bad way to get a base runner, but we got one.
But we needed one, so. And I would guess, I believe a while ago they actually pinch run. Well, no, he is the catcher, so you can curse for your catcher. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
So they will courtesy for Connor Nix. If we can see a number, we will announce it. But I can't see it, and I never could get it while ago.
Well, if nothing else, Connor's been a ball magnet tonight.
Yeah.
It's the second time he's been hit, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. So now New York at the plate, man on first, one out.
What do you do, Scotty? What do you do?
Well, Danny, normally you would think bunt here and let's get this tying runner in scoring position. But you are in your 8-9 hole, so let's see here what Coach Garrett decides to do. Ground ball, hit it second. Only play will be to first, so they do get the runner in scoring position.
I mean, just as good as a bunt right there.
So your last chance now is Paxton Henley in the 9 hole. Colby Smith on deck here.
Let's get a pass ball action right here, then a base hit to tie. How about that?
So the hit is I believe that's number 10 I seen out there. It's ball 1. Is that 10 is what I see, Danny?
Looks like 10 to me. Yes, right up the middle.
Yeah, base hit to center. I don't believe no way he can score him. He's got to hold him up.
Oh, he got under it.
No.
Oh. Golly, it looked like he got under it, man.
You would almost think there, that was a ground ball. He got to it before you ever got to third. I was wondering if Coach Garrett doesn't hold him. Hey, it takes a good throw. Got to make the catch. Got to make the tags, and it was a close play at the plate.
Well, look here. I said at some point you got to take an effort. You got to take a risk.
Yeah,
that was a risk, but
it was.
It could have worked out just as easy as it didn't. So that's one of them things. I'm glad that I'm not the coach.
There you go. So Berrien County falls here Berrien County falls to Brantley County here. 6-5 here in 8 innings is if Max Preps is right, that will be Brantley County's first win of the season.
Yep, but I hate to say it, but it's kind of they were kind of their own nemesis too. They were making some errors and some base running mistakes, and so I can see how they have hurt themselves. Stayed in the games, but they got to win tonight. But same thing. We hurt ourselves on a few plays that were costly when we actually needed to run. I mean, we could, we probably would have had an easy run if we hadn't have done, a few different things as part of baseball, part of learning.
Yeah, and then defensively tonight, I want to say we hurt ourselves a little bit tonight. And it's some of them plays, Danny, you either make or you don't make.
That's right.
A hard line drive at third that he bobbles. A couple of balls that were bobbled in the infield, and a guy beats it out at first after the bobble. There was a couple of balls that the play at the plate, the play at first base where the ball So the throw's offline a little bit, so you have to reach and come back. Ball gets knocked out of the glove.
And I think that was one of the runs that they did score. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's little things like that really just didn't go our way tonight. But let me look and see here. I believe let's see here if I can find it. Let's see here if I can find my schedule. And here it is right here. So they have Brantley County was here today, and now they will have a doubleheader in Brantley County Friday night. So anybody that wants to make the trip over, we will not be going to Brantley County on this one. Me and Danny are trying to do a few more of these games at home when we're able and works under our schedule. We won't be making the trip, but hey, if you want to make the trip over to Nahunta, it'd be a good Friday night to go watch some great high school baseball. These two competitive teams right here. You should see two more games just about like this right here, I would bet.
Just carry some mosquito spray, some big ones over there.
Some big ones over in Nahunta. So
yeah,
I think they like playing baseball too, right?
Yeah. This time of year, football I don't mind it so bad, but this time of year, I can remember when I was a sophomore in high school, and this is a true story. We went over there to play Nahunta, and they were in the process of building their baseball field, and I don't know if their program had just started or they moved schools. I had no idea, but they didn't have the fence in the outfield. You get it over the left fielder, center fielder's head or whatever, you run until they can get the ball. I mean,
right.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
But, they were just starting out, though. They were a pretty new program back then. So
They come over here.
But I do remember the mosquitoes. That's
some
for sure.
big old mosquitoes. They come here tonight was scrappy. Like I say, we looked at their record and stuff like we alluded to earlier, Danny. They lost a pile of one-run games this year. So they had been in a bunch of games, a bunch of good teams. I think one-run game, 2 against Fitzgerald, 1 I believe against Cook County. I think I seen 1 against Thomasville, and that's just going off memory right here.
In Brunswick.
Yeah, in Brunswick. A bunch of one-run games. So you think eventually, the ball would bounce their way and they'd catch a one-run game. So I hate the fact it was against us. We're really needing some wins here in the region. But hopefully Friday night we'll go over to Nahunta and return the favor and get the doubleheader from them. So.
Well, guys, I guess that's a wrap.
That is a wrap. We do appreciate everybody that tuned in and listened tonight. Make sure you keep watching our Facebook page. Next time we do get a chance, we'll try to get it out there. Let everybody know that we are going to be broadcasting again tonight. But for Danny Roberts, this is Scotty Sumner. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Danny, anything else?
No, I was just told that you was sucked as a scorekeeper.
Well, whoever that was, we will honestly, I'll let you come out and keep the book. That'll free me up to help Danny with the camera. So, I'll gladly let you come out and
I
keep
guess
the book.
if you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. He said you could gladly come keep the scorebook, and he would run the camera. So
exactly. Just come on out.
You're invited.
Yeah, exactly. But for Danny Roberts, this is Scotty Sumner. Make sure you tune in next time here to the Berrien Network for all your Berrien County sports. Thank you and good night.
Good night, y'all. I never questioned you on anything other than them. And you told me they did score 2. I said, I don't think so, but they did score 2.